I just watched the US play Mexico in the Gold Cup and get absolutely beat in that game. And it brought me back to a question that I've been wondering about since the World Cup last year, right? And it's because I feel like in many things, especially sporting related, America is usually, if not the best, one of the best. And every time I go and tune into them watching any kind of international soccer match, it's kind of weird to me because it's like the only kind of thing that America is like noticeably mid at, right? And I'm wondering, like, it really makes me think, why are they so mid at soccer? And I think there are two major reasons that I can think about, especially as somebody who played soccer as a kid. So I know how that kind of thing is in the youth development part. And so the first reason that I can think of is the pay to play model they have in America. In Europe, right? The way that they recruit soccer talent is completely different. They have academies where they build up people from when they're children, right? They go there and they play and they get better and they scout the kids when they're really young and they can just bring them in and they don't really have to pay anything. It really is just about how good you are. And so when you do it that way, you get so much more talent, not only in that club, but in those countries overall. Now, if you look at America, it's the complete opposite. In America, in order to do any kind of competitive league where you can get scouting and proper training and actually be taught to play, you have to pay so much money per month to travel, to pay for all the fees, and to pay to be on the team that it really just makes it so only rich people can do that kind of thing. Only rich parents that can afford to send their kid to these kind of schools and training programs and whatever, and to have these coaches, they're the only ones that can do it, which leaves out the majority of Americans, and maybe the ones that would actually be good will just choose a different sport because in different sports are more free and more open to the public and to the people who don't have as much money than soccer is. So when you're a kid growing up, and especially in America where soccer already isn't the predominant sport, and you see, okay, if I want to play soccer, I'm gonna have to pay 10 grand a month, or I can play football, basketball, whatever, and just join my team or join a little league team for not that much money. I'm going to do that instead. And that brings me to my next point, which is that in all of the world, pretty much every country, soccer is by far the most popular, the most played sport, whatever, right? But in America, I would say maybe it's fifth behind football, basketball, hockey, and baseball. And that's not only major league popularity, but like, I mean, from being a kid, right? Everything, watching it, playing it, high school, middle school, whatever. It's just like not the most popular. So you're already competing with that in youth development with a pay to win model. But then again, it's not already not that popular. So it's already not going to draw the top athletes to play it. A lot of these top athletes that, can be molded to play any kind of sport and be really good at it, they're going to go to football, to soccer, they're going to go to football, to baseball, to basketball. With the already limited talent pool from the pay to win model, you're already going to have less. And then on top of that, you're going to have even less because all these top athletes, even if they had the money, they're going to play football, basketball more because it's more popular, it's more well known, it's more the sport that you play when you're a kid on the playground. Whereas in all these other countries, there isn't even a competition. It's like only soccer generally. It's not even close. So when you have all these different sports in America competing for the top athletes, it's going to leave a lot less for soccer compared to these other countries. And so with all that combined, it just leaves you with a mid team that doesn't really have any kind of grassroots movements or any kind of potential to have any better players because you're already limiting yourself to maybe 10% of the population, whereas all these other countries have the entire population to work with. I'm honestly impressed that America is as good as it is at soccer. I thought they'd be completely trash. The only reason why they're probably not completely trash is because of how many people there are in America. You're bound to get some players to play for you, but even still, it's just not very good. And I don't really see it changing anytime soon as long as these two factors stay the same. But then again, that's just my opinion. All right, that's about it. See ya.